Hello guys and gals, boys and girls, cats and dogs, people of all ages. Running around hitting the pause button on all the stream thingies. Looks good, looks good. Samius bot, are you there? Samius bot, if he is there, he's taking a sweet ass time. Yeah, looks like he's up there running. I don't see his commands though, so or a response. But we'll wait patiently. Alright guys, whew. I think I'm gonna go do, like, my favorite chain is CO6 to do at this level, so I'm gonna go do it. I think we're probably close to, I mean, we're basically gonna have to level, so my plan will be to work on those, and if I'm forced to level, then I will level. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Oh, we do still have resistances running, right? At 25 minutes. We'll grab resistances first. I've been in like la-di-da-di-da zone out land, so for a little bit. I was trying to watch some Magic and I was gonna just do some DDO, but it's really hard for me to not stream if I'm sitting here at the computer and doing stuff, so I might as well get my stream on while I'm playing that. And you never know when someone's gonna like catch me and be like, hey Sam, and end up spending the day with me, so we'll do it. Even if we don't have a bunch of people live, we'll put this out on the YouTube for posterity. I don't think this is that many more clicks, but it should physically be a little bit closer of a run. So yeah, it's probably a minute or so quicker. Let's help her back here. So I assume everyone's going to be out playing or watching Wonder Woman, which we just came from. Recommended. High scores. I'm ready, send me back. Stop screwing her off. Send me to the place. This is probably not the best actually playing position. I'll have to sit up here in a few minutes. Nothing good there, so we'll just keep moving. If one of the names were there, we would have stopped, but What? 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 Get out the way. Roar! There's some people creeping in. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Oh, we haven't been super live, super long, so thanks for spending a little bit of time with us this evening. I wanted to do some mindless DDO, so that's what we're doing. At least for a little while. Might swap things out. I also kind of wanted to look into a quick magic deck idea. That might be something else that gets done tonight. Alright. Play mode on. I just came from the movie theater, so I'm probably all a mess. It's wearing my hat, my usual please leave me the hell alone grin. Yeah, the PK game is strong. So I almost always go this way. No particular reason other than I just tend to do it this way. And then we need to fire off a negative death ward, negative energy blocker. Where's a champ? Come on, champ! Ooh, immune to death ward, or immune to insta-kill effects. What a monster! All right. Let's eat this guy too. We'll just poke this one with some force effects. Take it. Hey, hey, my Factorio base has made it through the night, at least unattended though. Awesome. I was going to reach out before I started streaming, but looked like you were AFK there? Hang on a second, are you in one of the voice chats on the Discord, on your Discord? If you are, I'll jump in there. I should probably cast a True Scene or whatever, but I don't think I care. Get eaten, son. Did have a biter spitter base spawn up between me and my only oil well. I hate it when the key's like way around on the other side, right? Like there's a big box, you start on one side and run around. Alright, let me grab technical here. Hey ho. Oh, maybe I'm... Hey ho, try again. There's some scratchy noises. I'll assume that he's on his way. Boop. Is out of range for that? Get eaten. Oh. Lived. No! I don't want things to live through my PK. That's shenanigans.
So I think I've developed enough Factorio to research what it's going to take to start a multiplayer game?
Well, the multiplayer game's pretty simple. I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen me start it, in the sense that you just create a new game, but under the multiplayer tab, and then you can set up a password, which I'd recommend, and then you give it a name, and you can just go. Now, if you wanted to make sure it had like a particular map or something.
Well, no, I just wanted to have an understanding of what all the machines and everything does, because there doesn't appear to be any resources such as a wiki or something for Factorio. So there's no way to really look up what each individual thing does and how to make it work. And
so there is a Factorio wiki.
I found it. I found it. It's a Wikia-based one, and half of it's been deleted, and the rest of it just is unmaintained and undeveloped.
Huh, it's weird because I was watching one of the streamers or YouTubers stream it, and they had some of the wiki personnel on it, actually, because they were arguing about how something worked, and one of the wiki people came on and was telling them about it, and then they like no, and then they pulled up the wiki page, or a wiki page. Again, I don't know what it's under. I don't remember that much detail.
Either I found the wrong one, or they had a falling out, and half of it's been destroyed.
I mean, that's possible. But I mean, this was like 2 weeks ago, maybe. So, but yeah, they and then they proved why. I think they were arguing over whether or not you needed a couple more splitters on the end of a 4-lane balancer, and I don't know. It was an interesting discussion that they pulled out the wiki page and proved that either you did or you didn't. I can't remember which. So I think it's in there, but I know their forums is relatively active, and the Factorio Reddit is also pretty good. But it is no DDO wiki, that's for sure.
Yeah, a lot of it's learn as you go type thing.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it is, once you kind of get started, it's pretty self-explanatory.
It is, but it isn't. Like, I have this pool of uranium ore that I need to mine.
Right.
I couldn't, for the life of me, figure out how to mine it. So I finally just, went on Twitch and found the streamer that had the most viewers that had been playing for a while, and I'm like, okay, so what do I need to pipe into this to mine it?
Well, when you put a miner on it, it tells you it needs uranium. Or, sorry, not uranium. When you put a miner on it, it tells you that it needs sulfuric acid. And
Does
then,
it?
Yeah. Also, when you mouse over uranium in your... like if you were to filter it or something, I think it tells you that it crafts with uranium. Like, I'd have to look, but I remember seeing that it does tell you that. And of course, you can also, when you look at the technology by using the T button, and you look it up and you mouse it over, it tells you.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far into technology yet.
Yeah, well, and you can... And that might be the reason why you didn't do it, if you have not researched uranium or nuclear power or whatever it is. I think there might be a prerequisite. But yeah, it's all in there, and you can T and search through the T, or the whatever you have your technology set to. But there's that search bar up there, and you can search through everything. Everything in the game, technology-wise, is available to look at. So it's all in there. It's just, yeah, it's not always the most apparent, first glanceable. Ooh,
I'm just now starting to research railways so that I can start playing with those.
Yeah, I need you to figure out rail trains really well. So I am not great.
I did all the tutorials on it, whatever, but they seemed kind of crap. So
I mean,
now that I've got a whole bunch of other things available, I'm gonna research trains and set a few up and see how they work.
Yeah, I tend to do. I don't know. My trains have never been especially good. Personally,
I watched one YouTuber run it, and he said basically the best way to do it is to start small, just a point-to-point, back-and-forth train,
right.
and then make a looping train that goes around on a circuit, and then split it off into a single train that goes to 2 places on a timer, and then just build up slowly.
Yeah, I think honestly that's probably the wrong approach. I think you want to. I mean, obviously, to learn it, you probably have to learn that way. But I think as soon as you can get a better idea of what your needs are going to be, you want to start your system with the ability to expand to what you think your needs are going to be. So, like the base I'm playing right now, right, that I've been working on for almost 100 hours now on the live stream. Clearly, I made my depots too small. Right, I only have a 3-train depot area for offloading goods, but I think I'm running 6 trains now or something at least, maybe more. And I'm barely keeping up with the iron and the copper inputs as it is. And I think it's a big part of that is because my trains are constantly waiting for a place to unload. Of course, also they are waiting to take raw materials in, but now that I have like 4 or 5 outposts bringing in materials, I've noticed a lot of jams that I've had to go back in and try to fix manually, and I'm just like, if I would have built this instead with the ability to expand it, a different direction, instead of having to expand it into my base, I would be in much better shape. Or I've seen some nice designs where each material that you're piping in with the train has its own personalized drop-off instead of these unidirectional things that I've been doing, or multi-purpose things that I've been doing. And those also seem to work real well. So, like, if you don't have room to unload, raw copper, then clearly there's no reason for your copper train to be running up and getting more copper, right? So, I don't know. Like I said, I think there's a couple of different schools of thought. I don't know which is better. I don't think that I have the particularly best layout of trains. And then when I look at some other guys who have like these massive train networks, I'm instantly jealous. So like yesterday, for those of you who are jumping in, I linked a YouTube video of a automated trail or automatic system where the robots basically expand the base in a big circle and do all sorts of stuff. You can find that video yourself later if you guys want, but I get a message back from Shu like, why would you want to do this? And I'm like, for the automation. And I think also because I don't understand trains enough to potentially come anywhere near that. Because they're like calling materials when they need it, and they're calling like, oh, I need this resource or that resource, and like those are all things that I have no idea how they work yet.
Yeah, it's all logistics stuff.
Right. Well, there's a lot of that, but I think a lot of it also is proper signaling and proper laying out of your base in such a way that you can trust the logistics decisions to do things. I'm also really excited to like get into some programming with the logistics stuff and the switches and the culminators and stuff like that. I think you can do some really cool and complex things if you want.
Forward to it too.
And then that's part of the reason I thought you would really like this game. I feel like you're of a like mind in these kind of things, where just the strategy of the game itself is not necessarily the end all be all for you, but the ability to do something really cool at the, you know, I think is probably important. Like, I think there was a guy who was playing Frogger. He, like, made a Frogger game inside there. And I'm like, that seems sweet, you know? And I've seen all these really complicated clocks, and I'm like, man, I like to do some of that stuff, I think, at the end of the day. And, like, the guy that I've been playing Factorial with, Witty, he's kind of in and out, comes and goes. And I think you, with your current schedule and stuff like that, I think we can make some pretty interesting things, / videos, / streams, or whatever. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited.
I was watching one streamer today, and he had quite a high output for all of the things that he was making. I'm like, okay, but how are you going to keep up with resources for that? Personally, I keep, like, all of the manufactured things. I try to make 2 processing for each one, and then I pipe things wherever it needs to go.
Yeah,
the only exceptions to that have been steel plates, iron plates, and copper plates.
I mean, they're going to be I mean, you've seen my streams. You know that there are things that are going to be that's not going to be enough, right? So a lot of people, their thinking is like, okay, well, how much do I? A lot of people go off of a second, or they think of the processing thing as a second, right? They're not really seconds inside the game. They're called processing ticks, and they're like, okay, well, how many do we want to make a second? I want to make these machines set up where they process 1 a second, or 1 every other second, or whatever it is. So they end up making these big systems. And then they need, you know, way too many resources at a time to come anywhere near that. But at the same time, you're going to get to the point in the game where you need, like right now, I'm struggling keeping up with the need for electric mining drills for the science. Right? Like, oop, wrong button. Electric mining drills are needed for blue science, and that's what's currently holding me back on buzzing through this last bit of science I need for the rocket, so I can actually get my rocket going.
Yeah, it's the one I'm working on right now, making a rocket.
Right. Like, I think I'm on rocket shooting speed 4 or something, or 5. So,
focusing heavily on the research.
Well, and when you're working on the first, like your first playthrough, right? It makes a lot of sense to kind of do something like that. But then as you start building a slightly more complicated thing, and you're like, alright, I got a rough idea what I want to do, right? Like, I want to do something like this, and then it starts coming down to, like, is there a better way to do things, or I felt like I had, you know, not enough of this, or not enough of that, and alright, let's start checking off some boxes on, you know, like, can we do the one that's all, you know, like, beat the game in 8 hours? Can I beat the game in, so long. Can I burn down enough trees to get the one objective? So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of replay in the game, way more than I originally thought when I started watching it.
No, I'm at 7 of 38 achieved so far.
Then, of course, they disable achievements when you have mods installed, which I think they should have a class of mods that are, or a class of achievements that are mod enabled. Especially for people like myself who basically play on stream. Or like right now when I'm letting it run while I'm watching something on, like watching another streamer or watching something else. So, but alas, they do not appear to be interested in that. At least not currently. It's good, Load Beef. It's good. Just got back from Wonder Woman personally.
What do I have to research to get high-tech?
The high-tech packs, yeah.
I don't have access to it yet.
How are you doing, buddy? Oh, wait. The wrong way.
Rocket trip.
Did I like Wonder Woman? I might go see it tomorrow. So, I would give Wonder Woman a very, very high score. But like I easily in the 90. But I really don't know if that's how much of that is just like, the DC thing. Let's see. You've been great smashing it Commander all day. 4 and 2 in Command multiplayer bots. That's good. That's real good, actually. I've actually been considering trying to put together like an ultra budget standard deck to start grinding some point or some play points. I drafted 2 of the 3/1 cats that when they did combat damage to a player, you get to untap something, and I think it's on-cropped Skirmisher that lets you exert it to say something can't block. And anytime that you put the 2 of those things together early is just ridiculous. So I'm kind of considering seeing if I can put together an ultra cheap but deck like that. I mean, if I can build it all together out of commons and uncommons and keep it down, and even cheap rares, and keep it down to, $3 or $4 or $5 or $10 or whatever, then that would be real, real nice.
Oh, so I can make those now. Just gotta figure out how to get all the pieces. I'm actually making all the pieces except for the speed modules.
Speed modules are pretty easy.
I just gotta figure out how to pipe them all into one place.
So a lot of people, they don't do a bus. They do what they call chest. Like chest game. Where basically they pump everything into a couple of different warehouses or chests or whatever. And then they pull out of there. That might be something that you like, actually. Whoa! I did not want to fall down there.
Yeah, I don't have logistics robots yet. Be able to pull things from chests.
Well, and that's why you would have to. Again, what they're doing is it's hard to explain. I think what they were doing anyway. So like I had a playthrough where you couldn't handcraft more than 100 and some items. And I did something kind of similar where I had everything pump into like one machine, like every raw resource, and then actually two machines, right? So I had one machine that could pump crafted resources into the other if we needed it. It's called Lazy Bastard. And I guess it's a lot tougher now than it used to be. But so what they end up doing is they put all these things onto like one conveyor belt that gets picked up and put into a chest, and maybe that chest has a couple of different outputs, or not outputs, but things that can touch it, and then they can just craft out of that. Does that make sense?
Kind of, I guess.
So like you would be able to craft like greens and then put them on a conveyor belt, and that conveyor belt goes to another conveyor belt that feeds into a chest, and then you would be able to like tell each machine that's feeding into that crafter that you only keep 10 of these in the chest or whatever, and then the machines that are crafting can pull out of that chest. This way you can put like 10 things or 12 things or whatever in there, or however many different columns are there or possibilities. Strims Tom is saying that he's going to stream later today, and I am stuck in a time loop. What is going on? Alright, I guess we're gonna kill these guys. Can we? Are we done? Alright, so clearly there's one of those guys that was keeping us pinned there. Low Beef has sent a deck. White Black Zombies. Yes, actually, I have seen something. Well, they're putting that at 80 tickets, or $80 for the Magic Online. Oh, you could get that to $20 with minimum changes.
Banana stem in my blizzard. That's nice.
I mean, yeah, you could cut fatal pushes, but even that would only take it down a little bit. The rest of it's right. I guess you could cut shelfless spirits too. So that's $36 off of your $80 total. But I don't think you want to go too much lower than that, to be really honest. I can't believe I didn't just detour back. I don't know, like I said, what I wanted to play is that Conley list. Let me see if I still have it. I'm sure I do. I know I texted it to myself. Yeah, I think this is the new version. Right here. So Cinderglades, Evolving Wilds, Forest, Game Trail, Mountains, Sheltered Thicket, Waste, Westville Abbey, 2 Magma Sprays, Transverses, Anotha Chandra, Dissenters, Deliverance, Runes in the Wakes, Warping Whale, 2 Sweltering Suns, 4 Nissa, A Chandra, 4-mana Chandra from Beyond's, Arlen Chords, Glorybringers, Reality Smashers, 6-mana Chandra, and Indomitable Creativity. The sideboard I'd build something different, but main deck, I think this guy's pretty good. I remember thinking it was like $120 or something for the things I didn't have. Just not what I'm willing to spend for a Magic Online deck. But I think I'm starting to get an idea of my summer plans here. I think we're going to change Monday evenings to Magic Monday, where I go stream from the local shop, the arena, and hopefully I'll be able to do some playtesting and or commander stuff or whatever on Mondays in the, I don't want to say evening, but yeah, in the evening. So I'll like go to the gym, grab my laptop and stuff, and go probably straight from the gym to the arena, assuming that I'm not too smelly for the people there. Har, 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 har. And on Mondays, the arena closes early, so hopefully it won't be too loud. Or too much background noise that isn't relevant, is my hope.
Like getting in my tank, going and plowing some stuff over.
Monday, yeah. Monday's the plan at the moment. One of my Magic buddies, basically his only day off is Monday, so if I wanted to make it available for him to join us, it would have to be on Monday. So the question becomes, does the guy that is actually good at Magic and is interested in becoming better at Magic available on Mondays? I'm hoping he will be.
Lots of stuff up over there. Just for something to do. I've already decided I'm going to call it an early night tonight at some point.
Oh, yeah? I say that all the time, and instead an early night for me becomes, oh, well, it's 2:30. I guess I should call it an early night. I got to be up in, 5 hours to stream or whatever. And then inevitably I can't sleep because I'm busy going over stuff. But I'm hoping to just chill tonight a little bit and go to bed at a halfway decent time. I'm not going to make any promises on how long we're streaming tonight or anything like that, because that was not the button I wanted to push. Because we might log off earlier and watch a movie. I had a $1 rental code on Google Play that was going to expire midnight on the 1st. So I rented, is it Assassin's Creed, I think is the name of it? French Revolution parkour ninjas movie. I described it to my son like that, and he had no idea what the hell I was talking about. You know, the movie based on the video game with the French ninjas shouting parkour. I don't know what you're talking about.
These tanks are way overpowered.
So they were not very good. I mean, they were fine, but they were never great. So, yeah, people are now saying that they're better than they were.
I'm literally, like, just mowing through stuff.
I kind of have the feeling that that's probably necessary. Like, you could always drive over things in the past, but the tanks were, I feel like, a little bit slower.
Well, they're not the fastest thing, but...
Yeah, I feel like they were slower before.
I wouldn't expect a tank to be as fast as a car. They do have better steering than the car, though.
I think the steering makes more sense on a tank than the car. But I don't know. I wish the driving altogether was different.
I haven't figured out the purpose of a plane yet, either.
Of a what?
Plane. One of the tasks is to make a plane.
I haven't seen that. Must be new.
The version you gave me.
Well, but I haven't seen it. Uh-oh. Yes? Why? Oh, you brought me cookie? I saw the cookie dough in the thingy. Thank you. My wife brought me cookies. Alright, so green 2, yellow 4, red 1, blue 3. And I know that those never change, they're always the same, I should just memorize them and be done with it. But you know what? No.
That is a massive colony.
Well, they're Those bugs do like to get it busy. Alright, so green is H, yellow is ghost, red is I, and B, or blue is candy cane. I know I think the music is finished. Let me get another playlist going here in a second. Alright. What's this? The problem is I don't think this is a playlist, so I'll let this song finish and I'll line up a playlist for after. Somebody's running up and down the stairs like it's going to stop. Raw beaten. Dang it. My spell penetration is weak. I don't know, I tell you though, I watched the new Spider-Man trailer in the Wonder Woman movie. I'm very excited. I know I was fine with it before, I thought it'd be good, but now I'm like, oh man.
That was a massive colony. Took me 2 trips.
It's not bad though.
Yeah, just got another achievement. Destroy 100 trees by impact.
There you go.
Forest? What forest?
That's the best thing about the tank, right?
Hey, when I'm going somewhere...
Get out the way!
Expect any trees are gonna slow me down.
Oh, XP cap somewhere. Hopefully I didn't give up too much XP.
So what are you running anyway?
I'm playing Samius. I just finished CO6.
Cool.
Taking 11. I figured most of the first lifers are already at 11, so I could run something that I enjoyed that kind of, you know, just kind of chill out. Boy, there's a lot of different reports coming out of London tonight. You heard about any of this mess?
I saw a tweet on it and that was it.
Well, I've seen 5
Just
different
that there was
reports
a mess.
now. Yeah, so 5 different reports now. One was 5 guys ran down a bunch up. This report that I just saw says up to 20 people ran over up to 20 people and have stabbed at least 12 people. But here's another one that says 3 men. Here's one that says 12 men. It's a real mess over there right now. So hopefully, if you're watching this and you're in the London area, hopefully you're keeping yourself safe to the best of your abilities. I realize may not agree on what the how much of that you're allowed to do, but hopefully you're safe and you're having a good time. Whatever it is that you're going to do.
What a massive, chaotic mess. Love it.
3 points.
Coal.
2
Means
points.
I must be out of sulfur.
So 2 points gives us... we can either go... Spot... which I don't remember every trap in the game is, so I like Spot. But I don't know exactly how important it is. Or Concentration. Since we are doing as much as we are with Scrolls, it's kind of important to keep our concentration up, even once we have Quicken. I think I'm going to concentrate.
You know what they say? They say that having Quicking makes you immune to failure.
Just spell failure. I'm pretty sure you can still fail all the other things. So I've really been looking forward to Cloud Kill. And I think I'm going to take Electric Surge. What are your 5th level spells usually? Usually like taking a defensive spell or an offensive spell.
For what?
Just a caster, an arcane caster in general.
Depends on how many spell slots I have.
A lot.
I usually try to focus on insta-kill or damage spells. Wizards have so many spell slots that it's not an issue to pick up all of the buffs as well.
Five points. that yet for several more levels.
Maybe this well is running dry. Two oil per second.
Whew. It's hard putting points in this Eldritch Mage tree. Everything's so expensive. And I really don't... I hate to say it's not worth the 2 points, but...
See that on a lot of it?
Guess we go like this. Alright, sweet level 11. This is the money leveling level for gear. Big money time.
Steering in the cars in this thing definitely doesn't make much sense. Going forward, it's one way, and then when you're going backwards, it's another.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. It's always based off of the car's frontal position. I'm gonna have to do something to get featured again in the Chronicle here pretty soon. Alright, so big money first. Always the first and most important thing for pretty much every single one of my characters is going to be equipping my green steel bracers. It's just one of those pieces of gear that I basically build my entire character around. I have a hard time even thinking of a character that I don't. Take advantage of my green steel bracers on. I'm sure there's something, but there they are. So they are Concordant Op. This doesn't make any good sense, but whatever. Charisma skills. It used to be charisma skills, but now it's just the biggest one is the only one that stacks now. So kind of lame, but it's fine. And spell power. Quite nice. And then of course we have a torque for when we need it. I don't know if we're going to need it this go around. We'll see. We've got our booties.
Research my nuclear plower.
I got to make nuclear vessels.
I need to make atomic bombs.
Oh, you're probably a ways away from that, but... I haven't managed to get one built yet.
My current goal is what I'm working towards. Got nuclear power to process and the military 4. and I can do my atomic bomb. However, before I can do military 4, I'm going to have to figure out how to create and pipe in my high-tech science packs. Gives me blue shotgun shells, apparently.
Oh, military 4? Probably. Those are the piercing shotgun shells?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Then I can make atomic bombs as well.
Kaboom! And they're basically the same thing, right? Equivalent lines.
Yep.
Excuse me. So somewhere in here is my green steel helm. I can't seem to find right now. And my green steel triple negative goggles. There they are. I don't know if we're going to wear the triple negative goggles all the time. To do so would be low. Like, right now, I think we're getting a point of... Oh, no, I don't even know what those are in there for. Unless we just misclick something. Yeah. So, we have... let's see, what's our int right now? It's 36 versus 37. That doesn't really mean anything. So right now it's not a big deal, but another point of int will suddenly make a difference. This could be a life that we want the fancy hat. I can't think what it's called, but the spellcasting fancy hat.
7 different types of science pack.
Red, green, blue, yellow, military, and space.
There's red, green, blue, which is 1, 2, 3. Then there's military, production, high tech, and then space.
Okay. 5 are important. I'm not sure what this space is actually any good for. But again, I haven't launched any rocket since the updates, the major updates. Boundless, that's the thing.
Apparently, you get them by launching rockets.
I know how you get them. I just don't know what they do.
I didn't even know how you got them. That's
Like
why
what?
it was more of a question than a statement.
Oh. Because in my mind, it's like, well, what? Because the old end of the game used to be launch a rocket and get all, to escape. That was the old end of the game. Well, now I guess they've, for people who want to carry on after they've launched a rocket, there's stuff, but I don't understand what it actually does. Alright, so I used to always wear this green steel helm. I don't know if that's the case anymore. His hit points and his constitution skills, but like the fortification is no longer required. 20 hit points are good, but is it really that necessary? Over what? I'm giving up 2 to my DCs to all my spells? Seems kind of like a meh thing, doesn't it?
Almost 15 hours in on playtime. Okay, so play multiplayer.
Well, I think for those of
New
you who are
game.
watching, I might take this opportunity to assist Technical getting his multiplayer stuff up and running. Oh, my leg. So Low Beef, hang out, and we might be switching games here. So, did you... What version of the game are you running now, Technical?
15.9.
That's what it says in the upper right-hand corner?
Yep.
Okay. I'm on probably a much newer version than you then. So what I would actually go ahead and advise, I'm gonna do a little show me here.
Ah, okay, so this is where I need the multiplayer stuff. I need the login stuff. Back and get that.
So what I would actually also do while you're doing that is, I believe it is under options. I'm pulling up my Factorio right now to take a peek.
It says authentication error on the auth server. The name and password don't match. Oh. Probably why.
Alright, so let's turn this on. So under options and then other, there is a checkbox that says enable experimental updates. I would go ahead and click that. And then give it a restart.
Alright, so trying to use Rummy's login. It says insufficient membership. Login requires membership which owns the game.
That should work here. Let's see.
Posted it in the PM in Discord.
Okay.
And see what it looks like.
Yeah, I'm checking right now. Okay, I'm logging in here just to make sure as a ninja. Yeah, that logged in. Did you add the .com to the email address?
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm going to help technical with this. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the stream up here for a minute. We may or may not come back in just a little bit with some Factorio. We may just record it instead, I don't know. Or maybe we won't do anything. So anyway, I'll be back when I can. Peace and much love. Toodles.